house is freaky.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from the Unscaled Travel Show. Amy and I are in Massachusetts, chasing ghosts and goblins while looking for signs of the paranormal. We finished up our visit to Salem, where we learned about the infamous witch trials of 1692. But now we've made our way south to participate in a ghost hunt at the site of one of America's most infamous unsolved mysteries, the historic Lizzie Borden House. Are spirits haunting the Lizzie Borden House? We arrived in the afternoon just in time for a quick tour of the house, and simply stepping inside is like stepping inside a true crime podcast. So what happened here? This is your trigger warning. It's not a pretty picture. It was a hot August day in 1892 when this quiet, unassuming town became the epicenter of a gruesome scene. Inside this charming two-story home, prominent businessman Andrew Borden and his wife Abby were found brutally murdered. And the prime suspect? Andrew's youngest daughter, Lizzie Borden. It was a scandal that quickly enveloped the entire country with gossip. Coverage of the trial was front-page news on nearly every paper across the country. Was she guilty? Was there another killer on the loose? Sadly, 130 years later, those questions still remain. Lizzie Borden was acquitted of all charges and quietly moved on with her life, living until she was 66 years old. So we won't get into the details of the murder case because it's not really about that. There are a lot of twists and turns, and it's a very interesting case to dive into. We set up to do a ghost hunt with some other folks and do our very best Scooby-Doo impersonation to figure out if there were ghosts actually in this house.
It's close to midnight. Got an EMF detector doing the ghost tour of the actual house. This is their dining room, where not too long after the actual murder, the police got here, they performed autopsies. One of them in this very room where they had breakfast and dinner every day. You look around and you can hear some people. They're down in the basement having some fun. There's also some kind of gruesome crime scene photos. This is the dining room. It's like their living room, right? This, appropriately set up, is where Lizzie's father was actually bludgeoned with a hatchet. This guy, this handsome fella right here. This is where they found him in all those famous crime scene photos. Popular theory, our killer had to stay right here.
And I will say it was so much fun. It is definitely worth the price to come and check out, especially if you're a fan of the paranormal. These ghost hunts happen daily, 10 p.m. to midnight. And the very best part, you can actually rent the rooms inside the Lizzie Borden house because it was converted to a bed and breakfast. Yes, you too can sleep where dead bodies were if that's your thing. In fact, visitors from around the world have descended upon the Lizzie Borden house. And over the years, they've gotten some really strange requests.
We had a young gentleman rent the room that Abby was killed in, and we thought he had left during the day because his bed was not slept in the morning. And on a little closer examination, we noted that he had laid a pad and a sleeping bag down where Abby's body would have been, and that's where he spent the night. I helped another couple. I helped a guy propose to his future wife in that room because they were a spooky little couple, and that was their dream. You know
what? The people at the Lizzie Borden house making dreams come true since 1892. That's a great slogan.
Nice.
I want a nickel every time you guys sell a t-shirt with it.
The staff at the Lizzie Borden house offer all kinds of different tours. You can do a house tour, a ghost tour, the ghost hunt like we've done. You can tour Oak Grove Cemetery nearby. I highly recommend you check this place out.
Finally, the question, of course, that everyone asks when they come here, did Lizzie Borden do this?
I personally think Lizzie knew who did it, but ends up keeping quiet. I think if you read through the story, there's a number of people acting in collusion after the murders. in a way that very conveniently many people's alibis support someone else's alibi.
My personal feeling on it, she's a witch, burner. It definitely happened.
Again, we may never know.